Hi everyone, my name's Kate and I'm the Operations Manager for Churchcentral. We want to be transparent about our finances and also encourage us with all that God is doing across our churches. And so in this short video are some things covering the financial year to the end of March 2024. In that year, our total income was just over 600,000, which was made up of 377,500 unrestricted income, which is money we can allocate freely to anything across our churches, and £223,135 restricted income, which is set aside for specific projects. In our unrestricted income, £311,056 came through giving from within the churches, an increase of £10,000 from the previous year, and £60,756 was received as gift aid. Giving and gift aid makes a huge difference to what we can do, so a massive thank you to everyone who has given and filled in gift forms. Our total expenditure for the year was £578,808, which consisted of nearly £398,000 unrestricted expenditure and £180,823 restricted expenditure. This graph shows the different unrestricted expenditure areas. Staff costs, church meetings and office costs make up the main areas of spend, and we were really thankful to be able to give away 10% of our income in faith. This graph shows our restricted expenditure. We spent £30,000 more on this in the last year due to exciting community projects increasing or starting. Overall, we finished the year with a deficit in our unrestricted fund of £16,000.
Well, as we reflect on another year of God's faithfulness to our churches, we remain as committed as ever to working together. For starters, it makes a whole lot of tremendous practical sense. More than that, we have a shared history together, we have shared relationship. I mean, we actually like each other most of the time, and we have shared promises from God that we're still believing for. And let's be honest, the scale of the need and the opportunities in front of us is way bigger than any one of our churches can meet all by ourselves. We genuinely believe we can do more together than we can apart. But the need can also feel pretty daunting at times, and so it does us good to every now and again pause and reflect on what God has done. I hope the stories and the reports that you're about to hear encourage you and provide fresh impetus to keep pressing on into all that God still has for us.
Wow, what a year we've had. It's been a real year of strengthening. In terms of people impacted, I think our numbers on a Sunday would be double or triple what they were a couple years ago. We've doubled our life groups. We've had growth in all areas of our ministry teams and serving teams. We've had people connecting in from the Wiley Birch estate, somewhere we've never been able to impact particularly well before. We've done burgers, done sausages, done the barbecue at the kind of Festival of Fun, which we do every year. But it's great just to see how God is now using some of that to kind of bring people in and connect with us. We've grown our worship team. Joshua Awume now leads that team. That's going from strength to strength, totally encouraged by all that God is doing there. We had our first baptism at the MBA, where we figured out how to do that with warm water, which is very good. So just totally encouraged and reminded that God is totally faithful, and we can come with our plans. We can come with our kind of where we're going to take our steps, but God's going to guide our way. So we continue to trust Him. I want to say a massive thank you for all of you that have been partnering with us. Please keep praying. Let's keep trusting God together as we go into the next year together.
Year has been another very encouraging year for Hope Community Church. We have seen new people coming and joining with us week by week. We have had 3 baptisms in the year. Over 55 people from Hope came on the weekend away in 2023. It has been very encouraging to see more and more use of Central House in the week to serve local communities. Hope Stay and Play is seeing many ladies coming each Thursday. Conversation English classes are running on Friday, and the big event for us was the opening of our food pantry in July 2023. The pantry is here in Central House and is open on Thursday mornings for local people to come have tea or coffee and a chat, as well as shopping for a basket of groceries each week. We are serving more than 35 clients each week, and these clients come from many different backgrounds, cultures, and languages. We now have a number of people who started as clients and are now serving as volunteers in the pantry. Some are now attending church on Sunday after first finding us through the pantry. We are so grateful to God for all He continues to do in Hope and are looking forward to all He has for us in the year ahead.
We are really grateful for Jesus walking with us through the joys and challenges of the last year in South. On Sunday mornings, we have found ourselves increasingly filling every corner of our meeting room, with 180 or so most weeks gathering from a wider pool of 220-ish. A big chunk of our growth in the last year has come in our student community, with numbers of people who are Christians and those exploring finding a place with us in the church. Some highlights have been baptising 4 people through the last year, some of our young people and some students, one of whom articulated finding Jesus for the first time with us here in Birmingham. And we're really excited in terms of us scattering as the church to see lots of increased momentum in community outreach in Bourneville, in Northfield, in the west of Birmingham and in Shenley. And as the year progressed, we saw doors opening and faith building for us to be even more intentional in expressing church in Shenley. And so we ended the year by sharing news with the church of, God willing, a new site coming in Shenley.
We have so many encouraging stories from across our ministries. Mini Kids, our playgroup in Shenley, has seen more people coming than ever before. A new English conversation group, Shenley Welcomes, has started in the same venue, with 30 people from 14 different nations coming, and many of these coming to church as well. The food pantry was launched in July 2023 and is seeing an amazing number of customers and building great links with the community, loving and welcoming different people. 461 people were supported in the year, and the food pantry links with Hope Stay and Play, which has also grown. Young people in the church have continued to grow in faith through the work of Emerge. The number of students bedded into the community of the church and living out their faith as disciples of Jesus continues to grow. Sputnik, our Christian arts network, has hosted a number of events and been able to provide funding to support 12 artists with specific projects. 35 people came to our weekly men's drop-in at Central House, developing their English skills, building friendship, and even took a trip to a farm. And 30 bags have been given out to the most vulnerable and isolated prisoners in the Prison Bag Scheme. In our work with our older people across the city, we have celebrated 15 years of Time for Tea in Senior Life Group. 7 Time for Tea events have been held across the year with 70 people attending, and 621 gift bags have been given out. These are just some snippets of what's been happening. There are so many more details and stories that could be shared, and exciting things planned for this year. If you want to find out more details or get involved in something that you've seen in this video, you can email hello@churchcentral.org.uk, and our full accounts and trustees report will be published on the Charity Commission website.